Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So we bounced off the bottom of the channel, pretty much. Oscillator's not offering us anything else. Pin bar off there, and also a little bit of a trend line break that is brewing right now. Just get that on. We start drilling down through the time frames. You are going to see potential double bottom here, big inside bar, a bit of a range bar, inside bar with a confirmation. Only thing that is not in our favor is the status of the oscillators. They haven't crossed over yet, but they are heading up quite rapidly. And then the other thing is that you've got a moving average crossover to the downside. So bearish moving average crossover here. To be quite frank, we're still range bound, and there is a bit of structure right here where we are almost at. So if you start looking at the lower time frames, you are going to see complete confusion. So story of 3 is actually story of 4 there. Absolutely quite a nice setup. You can see diversions, low, high, low, high. Even if you take it from there, sort of low, lower, low, high. But anyway, definitely diversions off a level. 3 1-hour attempts, 4 1-hour attempts should I rather say, at this before exploding up and giving us a daily pin bar. There's our daily pin bar. So if you look at that on the daily perspective, lots of buyers coming in here, as I said yesterday. Still diversions brewing on the daily. Nothing really to write home about. But the minute you start getting down here, you've got a bit of a gap from yesterday, which for some reason we've accelerated away. Only 0.25%, not that big. But I suspect you're probably going to find some kind of structure for a move to the upper end of this range. Now, I'm not entirely convinced of anything right now, and that's just the way these ranges actually play out. So on the 50-minute, what you can pay attention to is pay attention to your moving averages here, and so long as you're above them, the trend is up. Now, if you got the Bill Williams indicator, you can probably use a Bill Williams indicator as well. Similar kind of scenario, it's just a lot closer. In other words, the moves happen quicker than using these 3 moving averages. But I just find these 3 moving averages keep you in a trend a lot longer, whereas the Bill Williams tends to fluctuate a little bit when this kind of stuff happens. So it is possible to use that indicator, and if you're above it, you're looking for pullbacks and you buy off any bit of structure. So any of these tails would be structure. You're looking for that just to keep continuing to the upside for now. So we've been down, rounding bottom at the moment, crossed over the moving averages. There's a test of the break of the moving averages there, and a continuation up. So I would expect a rejection here, and then a pullback onto structure. So what you'd be looking for in the 15-minute is that structure, and it's going to be difficult to ascertain exactly where we need to be, but I would argue 15,400 area and 15,420 area. That's what I would expect. But look at the oscillators. I would want the oscillators to ease off on the 15 minutes before looking for that structure. Could just not happen. There's a sort of a trend line there, and then there's another trend line a little bit higher up. Let me draw it in, make this chart really messy for us. And whenever you get a messy chart like this, it's just a clear indication that nobody knows what's going on. Central bankers, us, investment houses, you name it. Nobody has a clue right now of what's actually going on. So algorithms are driving this at the moment. They're buying and selling off resistance, and they've earmarked strong support and resistance, which they are attacking. So that's basically what's going on. Anyway, could be a flag as well for another move all the way back down to come and test this level here at 15,269. So my advice still stands. If you've got the time, 15 minutes. If you've got even more time, drop down to a 5, or my preference would be a 6-minute chart, and break through the moving averages, look for the short, find support, look for the long, uh, buy off an area that there is potential support in, and you're looking for a move to the upside right now. So my view right now is probably up after the crossover that we've had here, but I'd expect a pullback to 15,420 or 15,400. And you'll see one of these trend lines will also intersect with those levels. And then you've got this bigger trend line here, which has broken. And either of those areas would be a retest of that trend line as well. So that's kind of what I would wait for. And then I'd be looking for my first target at 15,486. I'm just going to pop back up to the hour, because if I get through that, then I would be looking for my next move up, which would be around there, which is 15,548, and then obviously top of range is all the way up here at 15,647. That's kind of the view that I've got at the moment, but be very careful. Oscillators are overbought at the moment on the hour, so, and the moving averages are in no shape to indicate a bigger move higher. So probably lower time frames are the way to go. Just wait for the pullback, and then you're looking for short moves to the upside and take your profit at each level. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.